What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video, it's gonna be a how-to video on how to revive maybe a used car. This one is one of our employees' daughter's car that she just got, and it was used, and it's a little dead, you know? So we're gonna revive it, and this is something you can do. We're at the Bays, the self-service detailing spot. You can come in here, use simple, easy to use products by Gion, and get this done. So we're gonna show you exactly how to do it, and we're gonna start by washing.
Yep. Easy, simple to use maintenance products is the main thing. That just like, you know, the liquids can really go far. We're gonna try to do it without doing any actual like abrasives or anything too hands-on as far as aggressiveness.
Hey, we're doing an awesome giveaway that you guys are not gonna wanna miss. Find out how to enter at the end of the video.
So we're gonna kind of use a variety of our products. One of the things is that, you know, we're gonna go through the process as you should. Hit the wheels first, you know, watch kind of like the areas behind the wheel with tar. I love this wheel cleaner. It's really great because it's good for all surfaces, all finishes. It's got the gel consistency so that it actually, you know, it'll stay and stick in the wheel instead of just running off. And our new sprayers do a great job of atomizing that in the wheel and stuff.
So this, if you've never used an iron removal product before, this is a little bit stronger than your normal all-purpose cleaner or just a regular alkaline wheel cleaner. This actually has properties that will dissolve the iron particles from the braking system, so that rotor there gets built up, and these are very built up.
They're well seasoned, yeah.
I mean, you could use an all-purpose cleaner, but they're not gonna look clean. That built up, baked on brake dust needs to be removed, and this really helps agitate that and really remove all that stuff. So we're gonna start with that.
Yep, for sure.
Let's do it. Let's fill up our buckets and let's go. Do you like to rinse the wheel first, or do you like to spray the product directly on the wheel?
So you can go either way. I generally rinse the wheel off just to get any extra dust on there and just, you know, let's get down to the nitty gritty, the stuff that requires the product to take it off.
Spray it. I like to be generous with this and just cover everything.
Yep.
And that lovely smell. All right, so typically you're gonna spray that on there. I like working in a cool, dry place, working in the sun. Even working outside, it can be a little bit challenging. If you have wind, it can dry this product pretty quick.
Yes, exactly. You definitely do not want this product to dry on the surface of the wheel. And this one, you know, spray, let it sit a minute. You can see that it's working pretty clearly. It's gonna have that bleeding effect, and then get to a point where after that minute goes by, we're gonna start agitating that product to just help remove the really stuff that's stuck on there.
That's how you know it's working. Get inside. Look out. So our wheel mitt here. That was easy. Is there anything in particular that you use on the rubber part, or?
Not necessarily. Like for this one, we're just kind of rejuvenating it. We're not gonna kind of touch it up for like you'd maybe do a show. So just the wheel cleaning.
All right, that did a number on the wheels. That was very easy. One product, simple to go. Now we're gonna move on to the paintwork.
Correct, yeah. We're gonna, you know, I really like to start stuff off just to limit any chance of adding scratches or anything on there. Start with foam pre-rinse just to get most of the grit on there.
Yeah, you can see the side of the car. I mean, there is a lot of junk and grime down there. Pulling that up from the bottom and washing the rest of the paint is gonna scratch and mar this, and I'm sure it's not perfect, but we don't want to do any more damage than it already has. We got two different soaps here. We got Restart and foam. We're gonna start with the foam.
We're gonna do foam. Foam is a specific product designed for this like pre-rinse, this step before you actually get to the hands-on portion of the washing process. And this is gonna be a great foam because it actually like clings to the surface. You don't, like, once again, same like the wheel cleaner, you don't want to put it on there and then it just kind of falls off. You want it to sit and really be able to like emulsify that stuff and get it out to the surface so that you can then rinse it off and just take off as much chance as you can get from moving that around once you get to the hands-on stuff.
I've been doing some testing with foams.
Yeah.
And what I've learned is if you have a really dirty car, in order to get that pre-foam to do what you want it to do, is to remove some of that soil, is to add more product.
Yep.
You know, so this one, what is the recommended dilution ratio on this? I think it's 5 to 1.
Yep.
But you can increase that if you want to, if you're looking for a little more power, right?
You really can. You know, that's what Gian recommends.
Okay.
But if you're looking for a little bit more power, you know, you can either have it sit on there a little bit longer. Another product you obviously don't want to have dry, but you can increase the dilution a bit if you want to get just a little bit more aggression with it.
Okay, so you don't wash it with the foam. We're gonna foam it, let it sit on there.
We're gonna foam it, and then we're gonna rinse it off.
Got it.
Just to like get all the stuff that's easily you can take off. Honestly, in a rainstorm, it'd probably take a lot of the stuff off.
Yeah.
But this is gonna help get a little bit deeper. So we're doing a touchless pre-rinse with it. We get questions all the time. Do you go top to bottom? Do you go bottom to top? You know, there's not a wrong way to do that step. You know, does it make a difference? Not necessarily, but when you're actually applying it, do bottom to top because you actually want it to sit longer on the areas down low, which are likely more dirty.
And then when you're rinsing, are you rinsing from the bottom to the top too, or?
Yeah, just because it's easier to tell where you've done.
Yeah.
You know, you might be able to not forget, you know, if it's a small car or something, but
Yeah.
it'll give you a clear trail behind you where you've done, where you haven't rinsed.
So how long are you gonna usually wait for this to?
You know, anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. In here, you could probably do 2 minutes or so.
Foam, check.
Done.
Now our physical wash.
Right.
We
So
got a couple different towels.
we got
and-
towels. What we might do, because it's pretty.
Yeah, it's dirty, man. It's dirty.
This down here is. That's on there. So
There might be some chips too, I feel like.
for sure. I wonder if we should maybe use some tar on some of those spots and just see how it does. Tar is going to be our. I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah.
It's made for removing all that tar and stuff that you'd get driving around on the road. It's also a great adhesive remover. You know, it's another product safe to use on ceramic coatings, all that's safe to use on plastics. It's really great. It's got a great smell too, great color. I think we'll just try to hit that
Spray
spot
that
down
bottom.
there and let's
get some
see
tar.
if it'll work.
And then use kind of like a soft wipe or a bald wipe.
Yeah, for that one, I'd probably recommend, I mean, we'll see how it does just actually sitting on
Just
there first.
just spray it on there and
just
then
spray it on there, let it sit,
Okay.
see if we need to actually get some hands-on stuff. You know, this stuff we love for if you're removing PPF or something. I got a little bit of adhesive on there still.
Yeah.
It's a great one to follow it up with.
Yeah, just a really nice solvent. Yeah, it doesn't smell as strong as some other solvents. Like,
Right.
We just did a previous video in this bay, and you can kind of still smell the solvent that they use.
We're gonna use Restart Wash.
Okay.
This is it's kind of a multi-tool where you're gonna be your shampoo, like your standard shampoo, but it has actual decontamination properties in it. So it has some iron removers in it that's gonna help remove all those embedded ferrous like stuff that's really in the paint that won't come off with just your standard shampoo.
Yeah.
It's gonna sit there and it's gonna, when we apply it, it's gonna help pull that stuff up so that when we rinse it after, it's gonna be decontaminated.
And this is quick and easy. So this is a 2-in-1 product to decontaminate the paint a little bit.
Yep.
We're not gonna go full out with the clay bar, which can end up marring it, especially
Correct.
on a soft black paint. I know this is white, but certainly if you're working on a black car, it can end up marring it.
Right.
And then you're gonna have to polish the entire thing. So this is just an easy maintenance, quick revival of the paint that you can do pretty easy in your driveway or at the base.
Yeah, whether your car is coated or not coated, you know, there's gonna be contaminants in that paint. And this is also great. If your car is coated, it clogs up over time. Instead of doing a dedicated, maybe like iron remover, you can just wash it like you normally wash with the shampoo and it'll do a similar thing.
So we got our wash bucket, we got our rinse bucket. We're gonna add how many pumps?
I would say 10 to 15 for this. That's probably about right for this amount of water.
And we're using the Q2 smoothie here.
Yep, this is gonna be a really nice microfiber wash mitt that we have. All of our new Evo towels we kind of revamped the whole line.
This just feels nice.
It's really soft, Korean fiber.
If you're gonna care for your car, don't cheap out and get like a cheap mitt. Paint is so sensitive, and if you haven't spent a whole lot of time working with your own car, if you're just starting out, just know that paint is very sensitive, and in the wash mitts that you use, the technique that you use, the drying towels,
it all matters.
Every little thing matters to take every precaution you can to minimize any damage that could potentially go onto the paint surface.
Right.
So. Would you at any time foam this on the car? Like, could you do that?
You can. You 100% can. So some people will actually use this as their pre-rinse foam.
Okay.
In replace of this, just to let it sit on there, and it's going to do it's going to have the decontamination properties even if it sits as a foam.
Okay.
Now, what I like to do is do a foam pre-rinse first, so that when you're using that, you're down at the more paint level or the coating level or whatever you have on the car.
Yeah.
So it's going to give you a little bit better results. Now, you can use this as like a maintenance wash. Like what I typically like to do with my ceramic coated car is use it maybe once a month.
Yeah.
It's okay, you know, you can use it every time if you want. Is that a bit excessive? Yeah, I mean, but it's okay to use it every time.
Yeah, you're not gonna jeopardize
the
durability of the coating, the longevity of it.
You know, it depends. Some people wash their car weekly. Some people wash it bi-weekly or, you know, once a month. So it's different for everybody.
So you can see on the hood, I mean, it's pretty flat. There's no hydrophobic properties at all. You know, that just, imagine all that water sitting on there, just drying on there. That's the same thing. When any dirt or dust or rainwater sit on there, it's gonna dry directly on the paint. So getting it hydrophobic will kind of keep it cleaner for longer.
Yes.
You can maybe stretch out, instead of washing the car every week, maybe every week and a half.
Exactly,
and it just saves a little bit.
This is going to be a spray sealant. You put it on the car after you wash it. The car has to be wet when you apply it. This is not a wipe-on product.
Okay.
This is a spray-on, rinse-off product.
Okay. And this is a layer of coating, basically.
Correct. There is SiO2 in this. We consider it a spray sealant. It's not an actual ceramic coating.
Yeah.
This is great for a maintenance product. You know, if you're just trying to add it does add a slight bit of gloss.
Yeah.
But the main thing we're going is for hydrophobics. We want this to bead, and it's one of the easiest ways to get that to happen.
I love ceramic coatings because I'm pretty lazy, and I just, you know, I want my car to stay shiny, and if I don't decide to clean it for a month, I want to make sure I have that protection on there. But like, I mean, you literally could, if you're religious about washing your car, washing it every week, using this product on a consistent basis, you're going to get all the properties, the maintenance ease, the longevity between car washes, that self-cleaning effect. You're going to get this by using it every time with this. And it's so easy. It's like, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, and I mean, there's a couple ways to put it on. We'll do the best way that I use. Some people will spray it into the pressure washer, but like this is something that I like full control over.
Yeah.
It's safe to go on glass, trim, wheels, paint. You know, it's safe to be on every exterior surface of the car. But for something like this, I do like having, I like having full control over the whole entire situation.
Yeah.
That's just my OCD kicking in, but no, we're gonna do it in the way that I would normally do it. And this is another product, obviously you don't want it to dry on the surface.
Okay.
Gotta be cautious definitely be cautious of using this one in direct sunlight. Do not recommend that at all.
Okay.
But so it's gonna be super easy. I mean, the car is wet. It's gonna be a spray on, rinse off, and you do want to do that immediately.
Okay, so you want to work kind of section at a time.
Section at a time.
Don't spray the entire car and then come back.
No, that's why I like control, because then you're risking and maybe it's drying up a little bit somewhere in the back while you're rinsing off the front.
That's the biggest mistake I see from somebody trying a new product, not fully reading the directions on the back.
I mean,
and then,
they're on here,
and then they'll spray the whole car and they'll come back and they blame you.
Yep.
Your product sucks.
You know, it's
cool.
cool.
You just didn't use it right.
Also, all of our products have a QR code on it. You can scan it and it links to a YouTube video that shows how to use them.
Perfect. So we're gonna use this kind of just one section at a time.
Yep.
Spray it on there, immediately pressure wash it off.
Yep. This product does get overused as far as like volume that people put on the car. You know, this hood will probably be 4 or 5 sprays. Some people will just like go a little bit too close.
Yeah.
And what I like to do with this one is do a lot of arm movement. So you want fluid arm movement to get spread out. And like, you know, the sprayers do a pretty good job of like atomizing it and misting it. Yeah. But you're gonna want to make sure that you get a full spread. You don't want to spray it here, because then you're not gonna get the same results on the other side.
It's like the salt guy.
Right.
Now, is this gonna give it a little bit of a pop to a little bit of a
it'll
gloss?
add a little bit of gloss in there. So probably not recommended on like a matte car or like a satin car, but it does.
That's good to know.
Yeah, the main thing, hydrophobicity, it's there, it's easy.
All right, well, if you want to spray it on the rest of the car, on the wheels, I'll follow you. And
we'll just work our way around.
Now that's awesome, because you saw how much brake test was on there. If we can go in between a little bit further from washing those wheels and getting that red, that's awesome.
Yep.
We're a half hour in and this car's almost done.
Yeah.
That was easy, man. Thank you for, coming here to the bays and showing us how the product works. I mean, really, if you've just bought a used car and it doesn't have some life to it, you want to revive it a little bit, this is an easy, quick way to do it. Half hour, 45 minutes, you're done,
turnaround,
ready to go.
Yeah, not much more
enjoy
than
the car.
Yeah, exactly. Not much more than just like your standard wash time, really.
Yeah.
And then go out and enjoy your new car if that's your situation.
Yeah, and Gian has an entire line of products that you can find if you need to do the inside, outside of your car. And you can find them all in the description below. We'll leave some links to all the products we used in this video and much, much more. So, thanks for watching. We're doing a giveaway, $250 to use at Car Supplies Warehouse. Really easy. All you gotta do is comment down below and share this video. That's it. Do it now. Good luck.